So let's talk for a moment, shall we? Just chilling on my couch with my pups. So I just got back from the grocery store, which is, wow. I got you. Oh, silly girl. So here's what I wanted to talk to you about. I've been talking to friends and family and stuff like that, and watching stuff on the internet, stuff like that. So I think and I know it's not just me because of the people I've talked to. There is a feeling, a feeling that you can't put your finger on it. You don't know what it is, but you felt this feeling before. You can't remember when. And it's something big. So I went through all my feelings in the rest of my whole adult life, and I figured out when I felt this exact same way. And it was pretty brief, but I'll explain. The date was September 11th, 2001. Now, at that time, I was going to school full-time, college, and I was working full-time at a vending machine warehouse where my job was all day, every day, to grind coffee. Yeah, that gets in your ears, your nose, your mouth, your eyes, your fingernails. It's everywhere. But even when wearing your protective stuff, it doesn't matter. Anyway, doesn't matter. So I went in at 6 a.m. every day, 6 to 2:30, and just a normal job, like whatever. The boss would come out every day to the warehouse, or the owner, I would say, would come out to the warehouse, just a little bit of chit chat for about 10 or 15 minutes every day. And I remember I went in, and I don't listen to, by the way, when I'm getting ready for work, I do not watch TV or listen to the radio or turn on my phone. And when I'm driving, I don't listen to the radio. I prefer to just take everything in and think. I'm an extreme introvert. I'm just weird like that. I like the TV on at home, but I don't like noise any other time. So I didn't know what was going on. And remember, California time, 6 a.m. is 9 a.m. in New York. I believe the first plane hit at 8:47, so it happened literally 12 or 13 minutes before I went into work. And as I'm driving, I remember thinking, something feels heavy. This feels weird. Like, I don't know why I feel like this. Maybe it'll get better when I get into work. I don't know. But it feels really weird. Something's heavy in the air. I go into work. A couple minutes pass. I clocked in, getting my stuff together, getting ready. The owner comes out, and he's this really super nice, just a Christian married guy with a bunch of kids. And he comes out, and he's like really, he usually talks to me like in a certain way, and he was just talking differently. Again, can't really explain it. It was very somber and like sad and scared at the same time. It was just a weird thing in the air. Nobody told me. He still didn't tell me. And we're just talking, and I'm like, and I'm the type of person where it's like somebody's puppy died, right? But if that were to happen, I'm not going to ask someone, because everybody's very different in the way that they handle their grief. And I thought maybe somebody in his family died or something. And I didn't want to say anything because sometimes it's harder for people to talk about it than it is to talk about it. Everybody's different, right? So I'm not going to push, but if he wants to tell me what's going on, I'll be there to listen. So I'm just like talking to him, and I'm just thinking, like, this feels so heavy in here. It just like, this is really constrictive. Like, it feels really heavy in here. I didn't say that. That's what I was thinking. And then this lady comes out from the office. She has her hands over her mouth, and she's like, they just got the second tower, or something like that. Something like that. I don't know the exact words. And I'm like, I look at her and I go, and then I look at, I think his name was Mike. I'm not sure of the name exactly, the owner. And then I look back, he could see the confusion on my face. What? And he goes, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, it kind of like, I finally came out after 20 minutes of this. I'm like, what is happening? And he says, terrorists have attacked the Twin Towers. And I'm like, what's a terrorist? What towers? And they had to explain to me what a terrorist is. And I said, the US we don't have terrorists. What are you talking about? And he says, all of the planes are grounded. There are no airplanes flying in the sky right now. And I remember thinking, what? He goes, go look outside. So I go outside and sure enough, I'm looking around. Huh? And he had to explain to me what a terrorist was and what is happening. And then they had the TV on in the office. So I go into the office and I'm watching the TV. And a lot of people who were alive during Pearl Harbor and September 11th, they said that it was the same feeling from Pearl Harbor and September 11th. Like when you were watching the news or listening to the radio, it was the same feeling. And if you think finding toilet paper during the lockdown was hard, try finding an American flag around September 11th. Those little tiny $1 ones they were selling for like 20 bucks. Total price gouging. I digress. But the feeling that I'm feeling now and what I can attest to everybody else feeling now as a citizen in the economy, in future thoughts and everything like that, is the time that I was feeling on September 11th before I found out what was going on. That where you feel that heaviness in the air and people are kind of talking funny, like really sad and somber and depressed and really straight. That's how I feel right now. Slightly less elevated, but that's how I feel right now, just interacting with people, just walking around, just watching TV, and I'm not even talking about news, just getting on YouTube. That is the same, where I was able to put my finger on it, not what's going to happen, but I was able to put my finger on it. When have I felt this way before? And that's where I remember feeling exactly the same way then that I do now. What does that mean? I don't have any answers. I have no idea what this means, but I do know that it feels like something is going to happen and it's big. It's life-changing. It's bad. And I don't know what it is. I'm sure that I'm not crazy because at least I've talked to at least 4 people about this, and every single person I've spoken to completely agrees with the way that I'm feeling, that they are feeling the same way, and they could also not put their finger on it. So if you were feeling this way, I'm not going to say don't be scared, don't be anything like that. Just know that you are not alone. Now, I have been going through my food stuff, spending as little money as possible. When I go to the grocery store, I go straight to the half and half, and that's it. Because I forage all my own fruit, I'm growing all of my own greens, and all I need, and I've had a freezer full of meat. Go to the grocery store today. So it's the first time that I've looked at coffee prices because I have at least a year's worth of coffee, okay? So because of all the tariff stuff going on, I wanted to know what the price of coffee is looking like now, because everybody's saying it's gonna times and a half or something like that at the store. And I'm like, okay, well, that sucks, but it's my one luxury. I make a point to be able to afford it. And what I usually do is, hold on a sec here. I will have, and my expensive stuff, which is Peerless coffee, hazelnut, right? And then I have whatever's cheap, Folgers, Amazon, Hills Brothers, whatever you see behind you. That Smart brand, just whatever. And I mix them together because I'll mix the cheap with the expensive, so that for starters, the hazelnut is really strong. So I like to kind of dilute it a little bit with cheaper stuff. And once you put it in this thing, it's good. I don't know how else to say it. So, oh, it smells amazing. Okay. So I go to the store today. I look at the prices. Okay, so these cans I bought in the $6 range, like 6 months ago or something like that. $6, $7, I buy them on sale, stocked up. I've been going through them really, really slowly, but going through them nonetheless. $19 now. So one can of coffee is $19. Now, I'm never going to give up my coffee. That is my one luxury, okay? And I also water down my half and half with this powdered milk, which I also got on sale. So I do everything that I can to save. Now, once I run out of this coffee and I have to go and start buying new tins of coffee, things are gonna have to change. Number one, I have to drink less coffee, which just means going from 3 down to 2. And also, oh yeah, that's the other thing. So I buy the Peerless. They have a 5-pound bag. The 5-pound bag is $18. So it used to be where I would take the fancy stuff and dilute it with the cheap stuff, but now the cheap stuff is the expensive stuff and I have to dilute it with the cheap stuff now. You see how that turned? See how that's backwards now? So, yeah. Chicken is still, I still got one uncooked rotisserie chicken for $4.50 to $5 range. And I've got my, oh my gosh, come on. Oh my gosh, come on. I've got my stack of close to expiration dates. And I was looking last night and this doesn't expire till November, but it's still getting close. It's the last one I've got. So I'm making spaghetti tonight with zucchini from my garden and the last pound of ground beef that I've got. And I also bought today mushrooms and cheese. So it's going to be delicious. And the zucchini, mushrooms, and cheese is going to make what would have been 4 or 5 meals into sky's the limit. I don't know exactly. I probably should have gotten onions too. I could have extended it even further now that I just thought about that. But I think that we're all at a place now where we are extending everything to our limit. Wow, you know, serving, I don't have a spouse or children, so I just have to worry about my pups, and I don't want to say I'm blessed for that because children are a blessing. I think that children are awesome, but not for me. But for those of you that have kids, I'll give you a few tips. One, switch to oatmeal instead of cereal. No more cereal. Sorry, kids, you're getting oatmeal with sugar and cinnamon on it. Bread is super expensive now. It's like $5, $6 a loaf. No more bread, pancakes only. Krusty's pancake mix is the absolute cheapest you can get. So you're gonna have to start substituting. So cereal for oatmeal, toast for pancakes. If you eat bacon, switch your bacon with pork loin jowl. It's more fatty, but it tastes kind of the same. Just start with one meal, breakfast, okay? When it comes to dinner, okay, whew. Don't buy chicken breast anymore. Buy a whole chicken and cut the breasts off. Do it. You're gonna have to start doing things yourself if you want to save money. Right now, chicken breast where I looked today was $3.98. I don't buy the breasts anymore. I just buy a full rotisserie chicken because I have to use the drumsticks, thighs, and giblets for the pups' food. Drumsticks, thighs. Yeah, that's right. And wings. No, I eat the wings. So, and I eat the breasts and the wings. And then the carcass makes broth for doggies. Or for me, for chicken soup. That's another thing. Use the whole chicken. Make chicken soup. Gosh. You guys, I'm running out of... When you serve steak, don't serve 1-pound steaks on individual plates. You have 4 people in the family, you're gonna take 2 pounds of steak, if that, and you're gonna slice it up, put it on a platter, and people will take, it's just psychological, people take less that way. Potatoes are your friend right now, I'm telling you. If you have a normal diet, like you don't have any food restrictions, potatoes are your friend. Carrots are your friend, onions are your friend, and if you like fruit, just wow. Right now, just stick, well, I don't know, Fuji or Gala, I can't remember, 78 cents a pound, just stick with that. I've got apples growing in my backyard, I'm good. If you can find a blueberry patch, a blackberry patch, raspberry patch, go on a family excursion and pick those suckers dry. Freeze them for later. I don't care what you do what you gotta do. You gotta water down your milk. I mean, the groceries are, has anybody ever seen this bad before? I sure have not. I'm gonna be okay. I mean, I'm just kind of, whoa. You know, I can skip a day eating if I have to, but there's people out there that I'm just, if you're in a good place right now, I'm gonna tell y'all I'm in a good place right now because of you guys. But if you're in a good place right now, donate some money to the local food bank. That's what I'm doing. All right. Really do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out. You all have met, not you haven't met, you've heard the story about the terror of dogs on one side of my property. Now let's go meet the other ones, the good ones on the other side of the property. So let me just tell you, see that? It's been a months since those dogs bit me, and that mark's still there. But anyway, these little boogers are so sweet. These dogs have also broken into my yard, and you know what happened? Nothing, because they're little sweeties. They jumped up and gave me kisses and wagged their tails, and one of them is a Pomeranian. So there they are. Hey Coco, hey Nova, Oso. Oh my gosh, look at you guys. Look at you guys. What are you doing? They are ancient. Hey Coco, hey Coco, hey Coco. What you doing? Hey Nova. Oh, hey Nova. Hey sweet boy. They're like 1,000,000 years old, but I've got a bacon strip. And you want a bacon strip? Oso, here you go, buddy. Oh, here you go, buddy. There you go. Here you go, Coco. You want one? Oh, you want one today. Oh, no, you don't. Okay. Coco doesn't like bacon strips. He likes hard-boiled eggs. Who's your good doggies? Who's your good? Oh, you're eating it today. That's good. That's good. Good doggies. Hey, Nova. Hey, Nova. Osa, you don't want no pets? You don't want no pets? Oso is an introvert like me. Oh, you guys are so cute. You're so cute. You're so cute. You're so cute. Look at you. Good boy. Right there. Oh, we got a spot. Oh, we got a spot. Oh, gotta get it. Oh, feels so good. Oh, right there. Yes, right there. Yes. Hey, Nova. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're such a sweet boy. Oh, sweet boy. Oh, you're such a sweet boy. Okay. Okay, you guys be good dogs. You be good doggies. They don't even bark at me because they're so sweet. They bark at other people though, but not me. And yeah, they broke into my yard. They pooped. I don't care. They pooped, and then I caught them, and I was like, what are you guys doing out here? Tail wags and kisses, that's all I got.